Hey out there to all of you who are studying for the Foundations of Reading test. I hope you had a chance to view some of my videos recently, especially the one on understanding phonological awareness versus phonemic awareness versus phonics. Because I promise you, understanding those three and how they're related but yet different from each other is one of the things that makes or breaks whether somebody passes or fails this test. Today, I have for you a question that relates to that very topic, understanding when a difficulty in a child's spelling is either related to the code of the alphabetic language, basically phonics, or a phonemic awareness difficulty. So let's look at the question. And then when you see a question just like this on the test, which I'd be so surprised if you don't get one like this, then you know what to do when you get to it and you won't be thrown off or discouraged when you see it. Okay, here we go. As I said, you are likely to get a question like this. So if we unpack it now, you'll know how to approach it later. I'm just going to read it out loud and show you what I notice about it. At the beginning of the school year, to plan effective literacy instruction, a third grade teacher analyzes students' spelling errors and categorizes them according to the most likely cause. So before you even look further, I want you to notice a couple important things. The first is it's a third grade teacher and she's analyzing spelling errors. Well, there are two main things that we look at with spelling errors. Number one, spelling is a window into a child's phonics knowledge, what they understand about how letters and letter combinations work to spell words. And another reason that we look closely at spelling errors is it helps us understand a child's phonemic awareness. When a child doesn't hear the word, the sounds in a word, the phonemes in a word in sequence, they're also not likely to spell correctly in sequence, and they're also likely to have trouble reading those same words. So here it says PA, that means the spelling error indicates difficulty in phonemic awareness skills. Just as expected, you're going to see that one of the things we look for with a spelling error is, does it seem to indicate a difficulty with phonemic awareness? The other one is a code-based difficulty. And by the code, they mean the alphabetic code, the code of the English language. So like it's like a mysterious code you have to break down in order to read words. So the code of the English language, it means that the spelling error indicates a code-based difficulty, meaning the child has trouble with a mastery of specific phonics features like letter combinations and morphemic elements, that's meaningful parts such as prefixes and suffixes and associated spelling patterns. So your job in a question like this is to look closely at the target word and to know how to analyze these spelling errors to know whether or not it's likely an error because of phonemic awareness, a difficulty hearing and sequencing the sounds, or a code-based difficulty. The child just does not yet know how to apply correctly the patterns of spelling to produce those sounds. So in the target word flap, the child spelled this word F-A-L-P, meaning the sequence is out of order. And that's likely not a difficulty with the blend FL, but when you see the sequence is out of order, that is likely a cause based by a difficulty with phonemic awareness. So when the sequence is out of order, it's likely about a spelling error related to phonemic awareness. The same thing will happen if you notice certain sounds are missing, okay? So in this case, the teacher indicated that that was a code-based difficulty, and that's wrong. So A, student one, is not correct. Two, the word is plain. The child spelled it P-L-A-Y-N, and we know that A-Y is not typically where you would see how you would create the long vowel sound A. Instead, you would have a vowel team or a silent E at the end of the word, but you wouldn't use an A-Y in the middle of a word like this. So that shows a phonics-based difficulty, a code-based difficulty, but the teacher labeled this as likely phonemic awareness, so that's incorrect. So B, student two, is incorrect. Three, the word is feet, but the student spelled fet. They likely do not yet know how to show a long vowel sound using spelling patterns. They don't know how to either use the vowel team, EE, or to put a silent E at the end of the word. So they do not yet know how to indicate the long vowel sound in their spelling yet, which is a code-based difficulty. So three is correct. But let's keep going. This fourth one is joking. The child spelled joking. They didn't drop the E and add ing. That means that when they added the morpheme, the meaningful suffix ing, they didn't yet know how to do that properly by dropping the E. So that's a code-based difficulty, but the teacher indicated PA for phonemic awareness. What that means is that there's only one answer here where the teacher adequately and accurately indicated the most likely cause of difficulty, which was student 3, which is answer C. So if you know how to go about these, you won't feel anxious, you'll feel ready. You can anticipate that you will likely see something that indicates, again, what are you looking for when you analyze a child's spelling errors, especially as they're older students and you're going to see more phonics knowledge that's expected, as well as knowledge of morphemic elements. I hope this helps. And if it does, please like my page, subscribe to my page, share my page, and if you need more support, see the information below my online course.